Nehemiah 9 and start at 25th verse.
Nehemiah chapter 9 verse 25. And they took strong cities and a fat land, and possessed houses full of all goods, wells digged, vineyards and olive yards, and fruit trees in abundance. So they did eat, and were filled and became fat, and delighted themselves in thy great goodness.
Right, that's talking about Israel. All right, go on.
Nevertheless, they were disobedient and rebelled against thee, and cast thy law behind their backs, and slew thy prophets which testified against them to turn them to thee, and they wrought great provocations.
And that's what the wicked Israelites did. All right, and that's why 2/3 of our people, they got to be put to death. All right, they were part of that crew that slew the prophets. They'd like to kill us right now. We are the prophets. They'd like to kill us right now if they could, but they can't. All right, go on.
Therefore thou deliverest them into the hand of their enemies, who vexed them, and in the time of their trouble, when they cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven, and according to thy manifold mercies thou gavest them saviors, who saved them out of the hand of their enemies. But after they had rest, they did evil again before thee. Therefore leftest thou them in the hand of their enemies.
In other words, the Most High, that time that they cried, the Most High didn't hear their cries. All right, go on.
So that they had the dominion over them. Yet when they returned and cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven, and many times didst thou deliver them according to thy mercies, and testifiedest against them, that thou mightest bring them again unto thy law. Yet they dealt proudly and hearkened not unto thy commandments.
Hey, this is a hell of a nation, man. Just keep getting into wickedness. Go on.
But sinned against thy judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them, and withdrew the shoulder, and hardened their neck, and would not hear. Yet many years didst thou forbear them, and testified against them by thy spirit in thy prophets. Yet would they not give ear. Therefore gavest thou them into the hand of the people of the lands. Nevertheless, for thy great mercy's sake, thou didst not utterly consume them, nor forsake them, for thou art a gracious and merciful power.
But this time now, the Lord is not going to hear the cries of 2/3 of our people. And you're going to cry, all right? When this so-called white man comes down with holy hell. A matter of fact, to prove that, let's go to, what is it, Matthew? The 24th chapter, Matthew 24. Matthew 24, because this so-called white man, in the form of what you know as the so-called New World Order, they're going to come down with holy hell. And then they're going to offer you something called a chip. All right? And a lot of you Israelites, 2/3 of you, you're going to take that chip. And that's going to be to your destruction. All right? Matthew 24. Let's start at, let's prove that this so-called white man is coming down with holy hell, all right? Let's start at the 19th verse.
Matthew 25 and 19. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
Right, those days are talking about right now, all right? And woe means destruction. And it's really pertaining to you Israelites. So-called black women that have little children, because what the hell are you gonna do when there's a major famine? What the hell? Go ahead, brother.
That's the same thing that happened back during the time of 70 AD.
Exactly.
You know, when the Romans came in, you know, which is the abomination of desolation. When they came in, they did the same thing back then. But this time when they do it, this time is going to be worse.
Matter of fact, since you mentioned that, start the 15th verse.
All right, verse 15. When you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand.
Now, just like Elder Ramlov said, that came in the form of Titus Caesar and Vespasian Caesar and Domitian Caesar, right? They were instrumental in bringing us down. Matter of fact, you have something called the Ark of Titus over there in Italy. You know why that was built? It was built to commemorate the victory that Titus had over our people. But you say the white man ain't the devil. If the so-called white man really cared about bringing us down, or was really sorry about bringing us down, why does he still have that monument? he has that monument because it reminded him of a time when he conquered us, man. All right? Go on.
Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
Right. That happened in 70 AD. And one of the mountain retreat was Masada. There's all kind of wickedness that was done there to our people. That's another thing the so-called white man got to pay for. Masada. That's our history. All right? Go on.
Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
So those days are talking about right now. What we read before was talking about 2,000 years ago, approximately. But now, this prophecy is like updated now.
Yep.
All right, go on.
But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the world began. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
And that's talking about right now. So that backs up the statement that I made that the white man's going to come down with holy hell, in particular on you Israelites, man. All right? And that's going to come in the form of famines, that chip, the money being done away with. Even now as we speak, all kind of hell is going down on Wall Street, you know? A little panic here, a little crash over here. And if you know your history, if you go back to 1929, right before the stock market crash, you were having the same things, man. You was having, one day the stock market would be through the roof, the next day it would be brought down real low.
It was a roller coaster ride.
It was like a it was like a roller coaster ride. Well, the same thing is happening now. History is repeating itself. Because what's getting ready to happen? A major stock crash. All right? Major stock market crash. All right? Go on.
And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
And if you have a stock market crash, that means the dollar as you know it will be done away with. And that's their plans, because they want to bring in something called a cashless society. All right? Read 21 again.
For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Go on.
And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved.
Right. That means there's going to be all kind of hell happening. Did you hear that? It says, and except those days be shortened. Notice it says days. It didn't say years.
Right.
Because this hell is going to be so. What's the word I'm looking for?
Intense.
Intense. The water, brother. Intense. You know. It says, except those days should be shortened. Go on.
There should no flesh be saved.
Right. And then that brings us to the, what do you call it? The Georgia Guidestones. Because what's the first so-called commandment of the Georgia Guidestones? Maintain humanity under 500 million.
Right.
So it's in the plans of these elites to destroy as many people as they can.
That's right.
That's why when you read it says, except those days should be shortened, because they're going to implement that plan.
Right.
To what? To maintain humanity under 500 million, correct?
Yep.
Go on.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Right, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. For our sake. All right? So that's the proof. Now, I think we're finished with Nehemiah, right? Right, let's go back to Deuteronomy. So now we're talking about the benefits of the future kingdom, all right? Because we already know that America's out of here, right? America's going to be destroyed, man.
Yep.
By thermonuclear destruction. Thus saith the Lord, right?
Right. And before those benefits can come, this society got to be totally taken out.
Yeah, this society got to be wiped out so we can enjoy the benefits of the kingdom. All right, let's go into it.
Deuteronomy 28:2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power.
Which we're going to do in the kingdom. That's going to be nothing for us, because the Lord said he's going to put his laws into our inward parts. Sure. Let's get that. Ezekiel 36.
Ezekiel 36 and 25.
You know, just like when you sneeze and you put your hand on your mouth, you don't think about it. You just do it, right? Well, that's the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's going to be in us automatic. And we're just going to automatically do it in the kingdom. But it's starting really on this side with the elect, right?
Ezekiel chapter 36 verse 25. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and you shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you.
And that's really going to fully be implemented in the kingdom. Right? Go on.
A new heart also will I give you.
A new heart also, meaning a new mind. We're going to have a new mind in the kingdom. We ain't going to have no faggots in the kingdom, all right? We ain't going to have no drive-bys, niggas selling drugs, niggas committing drive-bys in the kingdom. Lesbians and bull dykes or whatever the hell they call them. That's not going to be in the kingdom. Whores. Our women ain't going to be whores like they are in this kingdom. They ain't going to be whores in the next kingdom.
That's another part of the benefit.
That's another part. Right, exactly. Go on.
A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you.
A new spirit, go on.
And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh.
Right. You know what that means? That's symbolic of the Lord is going to make us be subject to his laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
All right? Like earlier I was watching the brother Bun Lawyer, and he was teaching, and you had this Ephraimite walk by, and Bun Lawyer is trying to tell him, look, you ain't supposed to eat pork. And the nigga was being adamant, man. No, I can eat pork, man. It doesn't say that. You know, you ain't gonna have that in the kingdom. All right? You ain't gonna have no niggas eating pork, no spics eating pork in the kingdom, all right?
That's right.
It ain't gonna happen. Go on.
And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them.
That's plain. All right? So now, because of that, let's go back to Deuteronomy 28. Read 2 again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power.
Which we're going to do automatically in the kingdom. We just read it in Ezekiel, the 36th chapter.
That's part of the second covenant.
There you go. The second covenant. Now that you mentioned that, you know where we got to go. Hebrews 8.
Okay. Yep.
Let's go to Hebrews 8. Because we document everything on this show.
We're going to tell you everything we know.
That's right. Well, what's the name of our channel? The Info Doc channel, right?
Right.
We not only bring out documents, we bring out the scriptures too. Because that's the main thing, right? Yeah. If you got it, go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 8 verse 6.
Go on.
But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second.
Right, the first covenant, that's dealing with Moses and the laws, statutes, and commandments that he got on the tablets of stone. Now you notice he got them on the tablets of stone because that was indicative of the hearts of the children of Israel, which were like stone. Right?
Yeah.
Go on.
For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel. And
a new covenant meaning a new agreement. A new agreement with who?
With the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
Right, no, the whole world.
With the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
Right, that's plain. The Lord said he's going to make a new agreement with us, the Israelites. He didn't say everybody else.
That's right.
All right, go on.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord.
Right, like I said, that takes you back to Moses, when Moses received the laws, commandments, and statutes on tables of stone, which was indicative of the hearts of the children of Israel, because they didn't keep them.
Right.
Why the hell you think we wandered around in the desert for 40 years in a goddamn circle?
Basically.
Because you had stiff-necked, hard-headed, stubborn children of Israel that didn't want to listen, man.
Right, and the Most High wanted to destroy them off. The older ones, he wanted to destroy them off.
Yep.
So that when the kingdom was to be established at that time, which was the land of Israel, which back then was Canaan, the young ones would go in there that didn't rebel against the Most High.
That's right. That's right. And then they had a problem with Moses, right?
That's right.
You had those three characters, we mentioned them earlier, Korah, Dayton, and Abiram, I believe their name was, the three stooges.
Yeah.
They had a problem with Moses, all right? So that's why those laws and statutes and commandments were on tables of stone. Now you notice in Ezekiel, the Lord said he would put them on what? Tables of flesh. So there's the difference, all right? Which means our minds. Go on.
It says, "For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will